Echoes of our ancestors take human form for their sadness of the memories of the past. The great freedom that our ancestors enjoyed, we no longer enjoy. We are put on reservations like we're on display when all this land belongs to us. We respect when we go into the northern tribes, the territory of the Taiwan Mistimo, Yakwastak, as our ancestors had told us. We had a relationship with the Yakwastak, quite good. And it was for barter and trade. And we had relationships further north with Taiwan Mistimo, also for barter and trade. Not only for food, but for medicines. We had our own way and the ability to heal. Today, our youth have lost that connection to the spirituality. We are in a state of turmoil. The number of suicides of our young people is very sad, very hurtful. But it's demonstrations like this. Not only it may seem like a small task, but it is a momentous one. We carry with us, each of us in our hearts, thousands of years of legacy. And this good brother, with his artwork, connects us to those histories of a long time ago. We must collectively continue to echo and voice those concerns. We must stand proud, stand tall in what we need to do to get the attention of the government. You know, on the 11th, on Monday, the demonstration that will take place across this land. As I said, I had been part of AFN for 12 years. For 7 years, I was president for the First Nations Governances of Canada. And all that was made possible through my cultural inheritance and cultural discipline, because I don't have an academic education. But when I began to understand the challenges of our people, I began to study. The good elders of the past took me up the mountains to teach me to become a speaker, so as I can echo the very thoughts and feelings that for those I speak for. And we must always remember those echoes, those whispers in the wind of our ancestral ways. I'm proud to stand here with you as a Staminas person, and my brothers of Staminas, and our sisters. And I know our ancestors are around us at this moment. With their blessing, the great deeds that they performed that made it possible for us to survive the Black Era, the colonization efforts of the government, corporations, and churches. We have survived a great attack, an assault on our people. We're dispossessed of the very fruit of life. And as you travel with the blessing of Chaminas First Nation. And that's safe to say you travel through this land, guided and protected by our ancestors. So as you move on, regretfully on Sunday I'm busy. I would have loved to be there. I would have loved to speak once more. I've been out of the picture now for about 12, 14 years. I stepped aside from my responsibilities to raise a grandson who has cerebral palsy. And more recently, some of the chiefs have been saying, where's our speaker? Where's Willie Seymour? Well, I'm still here. And I argue the same argument I put forward, that my grandfather asked me never to give up. This land 100% belongs to us. We must hold 100% as our position. We did not sell our land. We did not go to war and lose our land. It was dispossessed, literally stolen from our ancestors. Agreements and promises made that were never upheld. So as you travel, may the great spirits be with you. And I stand here with Scott Helena, whose grandfather was the chief of this land. And we all, each of you, have a legacy, a great legacy, to be proud in the honor as you journey. And with that, I offer the floor to my Shayas, Scott Helena.
I also would like to welcome you here in the Chemainus territory. You know, my grandfather is, I guess you could say, a hereditary leader. And he was fortunate that his grandfather was beside him, the speaker, interpreter, and same as his father. And then, you know, we're very fortunate to have a speaker like Chad. That he also mentioned that he spoke internationally for the Canadian Chiefs. And it's quite an honor to have a man like Willie Seymour that, you know, he mentioned he has no academic education. And yes, I'm very proud of our hereditary leader, our friend from up north, for what he's doing. As my staff mentioned, this land, is they say is no longer ours. We're wards of the Queen, I guess you could say. Now they're pressing, our winter ceremonies can't even go cut these trees down. And it's a very fire is a very sacred part of our culture. As many of our cultures on the coast. So, I'm very supportive of what our hereditary leader is doing. And like many of us, we get tied down. I'm doing a linguistic course. I'm actually teaching the language, and then they put us into the linguistic course, so we gotta learn the linguistics to take the word apart or sentence apart and put it back together. And so it's different, I think I didn't have to come here. I know the language, but it's really something different. And I just like to thank all your supporters that have followed you through. I just have a hard time saying chief. I think that come from the freedom. I like to say our hereditary leaders of this land. So. Okay, we need to steam up. Okay, and I'd like to
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to sing a few songs. The first song we'll share is Samina's First Nation, identifying who we are and honoring each of you.
Okay.